Considering clinical exposure is very important for a PG student, how does SRM ensure its students get the best of clinical exposure?
Most of the students, especially the clinical, have a very good exposure, and we don't have any dearth of clinical subjects. We have enough amount of patients coming to ward as an inpatient as well as an outpatient. So our students are well exposed for acute patient care in ER, that is in the emergency room, as well as in stable patients in the ward. And there is also IMCU, where we have patients who undergo acute care, and more postgraduates are also being posted over there, and they do regular duties. So the exposure for the students in both acute care and stable patients have been well taken care of. When it comes to surgical and allied, they have enough cases in the OT which is being performed under supervision by the postgraduates. So I think there is enough clinical exposure for these students.
Dr. J.S. Kumar, you also happen to be the head of the General Medicine Department. Can you please elaborate about the importance of general medicine and also the General Medicine Department at SRM Medical College?
As you know, general medicine is the backbone for all the services in any medical college or a multi-specialty hospital. As we know that, according to WHO, the non-communicable diseases are on the high. It is pandemic. So every patient that walks into a medical college, whatever may be the specialty, has some issues with his or her metabolic health. And we in general medicine are cognizant of this fact, and we give all the services that is required as case by case. What happens in my department, after I have taken over as the head of the department, is to make sure that every patient that requires service from allied colleagues, from surgical colleagues, we give them the prompt service that helps the patient to recover soon in the hospital, either as an outpatient or an inpatient service. We also have a lot of teaching program that we try to integrate with allied health service, be it BOT, BPT services for community medicine. We send our faculty as well as postgraduates for the outreach camps, and our presence is always felt in Mamandur, which is the urban health center. So we have a lot of work that happening throughout the medical college and out of campus. For example, our faculty go every day to dental college to teach the dental students in Ramapuram SRM campus. So you can see that our work is not alone for the patient care, but also for the teaching purpose. And we also have integrated teaching program with the medical college for the undergraduates as well. So we have our faculties also go for teaching the undergraduates in the form of integrated teaching even for the first and the second phase of MBBS program.
SRM is ranked 20th in the country in the NIRF 2023 rankings and is listed with the top institutions like AIIMS and JIPMER. Please elaborate on this achievement.
That's really a wonderful achievement, and I really would like to congratulate all those who have been involved in getting us to this rank, and it is a very achievement which I am very much proud of it. Said that, we cannot be complacent because this NIRF ranking is being done on an annual basis, and we have to show that we can march forward and which we are capable of. Most of the NIRF ranking is based upon whether regarding it is going to be on the teaching and learning methodology as well as on the research, where it has the maximum weightage. Since I have taken up the position of the Associate Dean of Postgraduates, my emphasis was mostly on the research, quality research I would say, among the postgraduates, which should translate into publication in respective journals which has the highest impact factor. So our work is an endless work, and more and more we try to achieve it. Probably we will always find a room for improvement. So this scope of improvement with the dedicated and passionate colleagues of mine will definitely make sure that we can take SRM to much better ranking in years to come.
What are the research opportunities available for postgraduate students at SRM Medical College?
Oh, that's a very valid question because since I have been looking into this particular domain very seriously for the past 1.5 years, what management is with the guidance of Pro-Chancellor has given us is that please make sure all the postgraduates know how to do research, a quality research, without stressing out their academic performance. So this is the message that I have percolated to my postgraduates, that they start their research activity, be it a short project, be it a poster presentation, or be it a presentation in a local conference or in a national or international conference much early in their academic life, so that the last 6 months they can focus on their academics for passing out the postgraduate examination. So all the postgraduates under MHS have made sure that they undergo a scientific committee screening of their dissertation topic as well as a short project. So every postgraduate will have at least minimum 2 publications before he gets into his final year exam day. So by this, we approximately have around 105 postgraduates. So we are expecting some quality publications of at least 200 publications every year. And we would like to see that all this publication translates, is being accepted in Scopus journals, which has a very good impact factor, which can reflect on the quality research. We also thank the research department, which is also trying to help us in this seamless research activity. We also have medical education unit, which also fine-tunes the research methodology, which the postgraduates are mandated to know. And all my postgraduates have completed the BCBR course, which is being mandated by the National Medical Service Commission. So in this field, we are doing much ahead of what couple of years back the postgraduates were doing. So, and I expect with the kind of passionate teachers and guides, and we also are getting a little more focus on the PhD students as well. It is not just the postgraduates. Now with PhD students coming in, we have our faculties are becoming guides for the PhD scholars as well. So we are on the right track.
How does SRM Medical College foster innovation and creativity among its students?
SRM Medical College definitely has taken a lot of steps in innovative teaching and learning method, because now we have the challenge of next which is imposed on us, and so we have made all the domains to be sharpened. That has been taken care of. For example, if it is going to be a clinical based scenario classes to be taken, we have the flipped class method. We take problem based learning methods. It is not just the didactic lectures which is being mandated. We also have a lot of role plays where the students become the active participants and we are going to be just the facilitators. So we take a passive role and the students take the active role. By this, we make sure that the students understand the concept rather than mugging up what been asked for them to read and come on the examination day to write it on the paper. So with the concept learning given a prominence, students are able to understand the questions, and with the multiple choice questions, that is the kind of pattern questions that being going to be asked for the next examination theory. So the students will be much more versatile in answering the question than just the didactic lectures which they probably by heart without knowing the concept. And we also have a lot of MCQ based weekend exams that we give to them so that they get used to the time factor, because you have around 103 hours of questions, 3 hours of questions, around 120 questions to be answered. So we give them a lot of experience, especially in their initial years, so that things become much easier for them to answer. Since we see in next a lot of changes happened, even though the curriculum is the same, we have just changed the pattern of teaching, and a lot of importance is also being given to the students to do self-directed learning. By these methods, I think we are doing a lot of work in the direction that is required for the undergraduate to get into the next. When it comes to postgraduates, our learning and teaching methodology has always been vibrant. We do have journal club where every postgraduate does a critical appraisal of the journal, by which he knows what are the fallacies of a journal, even if it has come under a reputed journal. He is able to find out what are the limitations of the journal, which the authors would have probably hidden. Number two will be that there is a lot of exposure that we give for the postgraduates with regarding to radiology. We have the radiology meet, especially with the medicine and surgery. Every month we have a certain hour that has been allocated for the postgraduates to interact with the radiologist. Same happens with pathologist, so this is in the form of CPC. So the students have been trained in such a way that they have an holistic understanding of the concept of the disease, rather than just knowing a few pages from their prescribed textbook. And they are also been encouraged to participate in city physician meet, city pediatric meet, city surgeon meet, depending upon the domain they practice. And they get a lot of confidence in presenting cases to the to the doctors who are working in the government medical setup. So the kind of exposure they get is much more than what they had been getting. So in this way, I think we are doing a lot of work in making sure that the students go to the exam with a lot of confidence, leading on to their improvement in their career later on.